are Jason and Anna.
Hey, it's me. Oh God, you're yawning.
Again. Sorry, and me.
It's Pop Culture Fun Time, Season 1, Episode 4. And how's your week? oh, sorry. You had a bad week.
Yeah.
That's
bad week.
True. It's a bad week. We don't talk about bad things on this show.
Yeah.
So, but
everyone's fine. It's okay.
But there was a great soccer week. For those of you who are new to the show, this is now a women's soccer podcast.
Yeah, it's a little NWSL.
The
We couldn't
Portland
tell you
Thorns.
a single international player if they're not American. No, I'm saying we can tell you international players who play for the NWSL, but if they don't play in the American League or they're not Americans playing abroad, we don't know who they are. Do you know anyone on Chelsea or any of those other teams that's not American?
I was thinking of the English players. Well, I used to know Tanaka, but now she plays for Utah. Right. So
there's one.
There's one.
Japan.
Anyway, the Thorns kicked ass this week, and that was surprising to us against Gotham. So 4-0.
It was super fun, and we wished we would have gone. It was a Tuesday night game at 7:30, and we were already tired by Tuesday. Yeah. But watching it live, we were like, oh, that would have been fun. You guys, the thing is that women's soccer in Portland is really fun. We
insane.
have the best fans. Everyone knows it. Everyone agrees. And we have the loudest stadium. And so people are always talking about, the other teams are always talking about playing in Portland and how they love it, but also hate it because it's so loud.
Yeah. We just watched the Orlando Angel or LA game, and there was no one in the stands. It was empty. We're like, what's going on? If that were here, it would be wall to wall, be 20,000 people there.
Yep.
It's just insane. My new hobby, I just found it out last week when I had to go get my phone fixed at the Apple store. I still have a little Apple Care, and while replacing your windshield wipers on your car, I cracked the back of my phone. I was using the flashlight, and then I set it on the wet hood, and evidently not a lot of friction in that scenario.
Yeah.
And it landed on the concrete. But my new thing was I went there really early to drop off my phone, and I was with all the mall walkers. But the trick was to do the mall walking without looking like a mall walker. So I got out of Starbucks sort of casually, but then I had nothing to do and I didn't have a phone. So I was just walking around the mall. So I was walking, but I tried to look like a cool old man walking around the mall instead of...
I remember when Elliot was an infant, it was the rainiest, darkest winter ever. So she was 4 months old. And so my sister-in-law and I, and she had a 3-month-old, we used to go to that mall in the morning and just walk because we didn't have anywhere to go. We were going crazy. We just wanted to walk, and it was pouring rain. We didn't want to take our babies out in the pouring rain. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with that mall.
There's a lot of
and
people
that
that
is
there.
How we ended up buying probably more baby clothes than we needed because I would go into the cute stores like Janie and Jack and Nordstrom Kids. And
yeah, it was nice though.
Buy on sale.
Because I could go into Box Lunch and just look around, and the store was opening, so all the employees in there were busy opening the store and getting ready for the day, so they didn't have time to bug me with you buy one of these, you get one free, or hey, can I get that Funko?
Everything in the store is 30% off today. La, 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 la.
None of that. They were all too busy to even deal with me.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But the big story of the week is Katy Perry, and people just need to leave Katy Perry alone.
Yeah, it's enough now.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did the thing. She was kind of goofy, but for crying out loud.
It was dumb. It was a bunch of influencers being so annoying.
Oh, she went to space, in case you didn't.
And it was cringy, but we can let it go.
Yeah. Let's just drop it already, okay?
Just
leave Katy Perry
give the woman
alone.
a break.
That's all I have for the intro. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
Other than I keep yawning, and I am so tired, but I am hit with the wave.
Oh my God! We're sorry if you're driving right now and you're a sympathetic yawner. Because
shake your head.
We're doing the show on Friday night, which is different than normal. We normally have been doing it on Saturday afternoon or in the morning. So Anna's tired. She hasn't.
And as we may have alluded to, it was a rough week for me. So.
It was a rough week.
And I was doing fine tonight. Made dinner. We watched the soccer game, and now all of a sudden my body's like, "Hey, it's been a rough week."
Yeah.
We're tired.
Well, let's play the warm-up game, because everyone's waiting to know what pop culture categories you want me to try and come up with. Or you, Globber.
Listen.
Gobbler or Globber?
Globber.
Yeah, Globber.
I don't ask the right questions. I just ask my questions.
Okay, no, that's fine. Are you asking or am I asking?
I think I asked first last time.
Okay, I'll ask you. This is 60 seconds on the clock. Actors or characters who have catchphrases.
Hang on, I'm gonna yawn.
That was a good one. I could see all the way back to the...
Actors or
Three,
characters?
2, 1.
Does Elmo have a catchphrase? I don't know. Elmo's World. Okay. Actors or Steve Rogers has the I Could Do This All Day.
Sure.
Okay. Is Hulk have Smash?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know about Iron Man having a catchphrase.
He says, I am Iron Man. But yeah. Wrestlers, cartoon characters.
I don't know any wrestlers. I'm trying to think of cartoon characters.
Okay.
Maui. Does he have a catchphrase? Yeah.
Sure. Yep. That's it.
Wow, I'm really bad at this. Catchphrases. Doesn't SpongeBob has like a number of them?
Perhaps.
Probably.
And time. I have a list of them. Bugs Bunny.
That's all, folks.
What's up, Doc?
Oh.
But Porky Pig says that's all, folks. Bart Simpson.
A lot. He says Cowabunga,
Eat My
dude.
Shorts.
Oh, Eat My Shorts.
Homer Simpson.
Doe.
Yeah. Doe. Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Stewie. I don't know. Darth Vader. I'm your father.
Oh, that's not his catchphrase.
Oh.
He only says it once.
Sarah Palin.
I can see Alaska from my house.
You betcha. All right.
Oh, you betcha. Yeah, I was really bad at that.
I'm sorry.
You should have known.
I should have known you'd be really bad at that.
You should have known.
So you got, what, 1, 2? You maybe had 3.
I got a couple of
I
Marvel
didn't really
ones.
count. Yeah. All right, hit me. 60 seconds on the clock.
Name the movies that you've seen more than 6 times.
More than 6? That's none. I rarely watch a movie more than once.
Really?
Well, okay. So let's see. Probably Little Mermaid and Princess and the Frog and Alice in Wonderland and Frozen. And these are just all movies I watch with my children over and over. You don't think I've seen it more than 6 times? Maybe.
No, I know. You're not one to watch movies over and
Three
over. That's
Amigos,
why I was asking.
maybe.
That was what I was thinking.
Gosh, more than 6 times. And these aren't definitive answers, right? Like,
I mean, you could go with like Christmas movies. That would be easy.
Christmas
But
Vacation,
maybe
Scrooge,
all those.
and yeah. So yeah, I guess there's a select few, but normally, I'll see a movie, and if it's really good, I'll watch it or we'll buy it.
Yeah.
And then I'll watch it one more time. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. That's time. Have you seen did you have any other movies that you'd seen more
I
than
have a
6
ton of
times?
movies I've seen more than 6 times.
Oh, Forrest Gump?
Yeah, Forrest Gump. I mean, I've definitely seen
Fight Club?
Three Amigos more than that. Probably Fight Club.
6 times is a lot.
Yeah. No.
The Two Towers? Well.
No. But definitely the Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
And what's the one the Luc Besson movie that I love that has Bruce Willis and
Fifth Element.
Name? Fifth Element. I love that movie. I've definitely
I love
seen
that
it more
movie
than 6
too.
times.
What movies have you seen more than 6 times? Give us a call, and we will. If you have more than 5.
No, I'm going for
6.
6. I'm saying 6 is like, oh yeah, you've seen it a lot.
Okay, but if you're going to call in and give us your list of movies that maybe you've seen more than 10 times, 1-888-240-9031, and we'll play it on the show.
I don't think it's funny that you don't like to rewatch movies. You'll watch total junk rather than rewatch a movie you've seen.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm always interested in the new story, right? But
you've seen Apollo 13 a lot of times.
there's the movies
all
that
the movies that played
I
in the movie
worked
theater.
at the movie theater when I was projectionist. I've
Jurassic
seen those.
Park.
Oh my God, Batman and Robin. Benny and June. just stupid movies.
Seen over and over for movies.
Or I've just seen like the very, very middle of it because it's at the changeover from one projector to the other. So I had to make sure it all went well. Oh, here comes good. Oh, and the other one's going. And so it's okay.
I'm going to go screw around downstairs and eat popcorn again.
Yep. All right, we'll be right back.
Getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again. Playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last. With pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Pop, 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 pop.
Got a burn? A betrayal? A high ground problem? Try Vaseline by Vader, specially formulated for Sith Lords who've had a rough day on Mustafar. Because even the dark side needs skincare.
Culture fun time, don't be late. The good times only end when we shout Seacrest out. Pop culture fun time, that's what it's all about. Seacrest out.
We're back. Anna took a nap. So I think, no, you didn't. It's just been moments.
Yeah.
But, welcome back. So I thought we could talk about books. That's pop culture,
Yeah.
right? Any books we were reading right now, and then any that we finished, and if we would recommend them or not.
Okay.
Currently, I'm listening to in Audible. It's called Space 1969, and it's by Bill Oakley, who actually used to write for The Simpsons. And he lives in Portland, and he still does like fast food reviews on his social media. He's really funny. But it's this book, and it's done like an audio drama. So it's a lot of different actors. It's got Natasha Lyonne is the lead, and it's basically if JFK wasn't killed in the assassination, and he just lost an eye, and then it's like they're up in space, and it's they're trying to colonize space and all that, but it's a comedy, and it's quite funny. And then it's all narrated by Richard Nixon, but he keeps getting interrupted by his wife in life, and then it's bonkers, but it's pretty funny. And then I finished recently The Institute by Stephen King, which I really enjoyed. I mean, I love Stephen King. He's probably my favorite
Yeah, you
author.
listen to a lot of
I listen
Stephen
to
King.
a lot of Stephen King. And I listen to his creepy stuff, but also more recently his detective stuff. And then just sort of like, this is more of a paranormal thing where it's these kids who kind of have abilities, like maybe a little telekinesis or a little bit of being able to read minds, and they get abducted and taken, and then they're experimented on for reasons, and you kind of find out, and it's basically this kind of becomes a chase thing. Anyway, but and I liked it, so check it out. But they're turning it into a TV series with Stephen King, I believe, working on it for Prime, which is supposed to come out this year, but nobody knows when.
Stephen King is like the hero of Threads.
Yeah,
He's everybody's.
I know.
Like,
well, he was on
tagging
Twitter,
him.
and he would just take Elon to task on
Right.
Twitter, and I was like, I'm done with Twitter. So now he's just having fun on Threads. Yeah.
I appreciate Stephen King and his stories. I struggle with him just because it creeps me out too much, or like you were like, oh, you'll probably, I know that like his books freak me out just slightly too much, and so you were like, oh well, and I agree that he's an amazing writer. So you recommended the series was.
Oh, right, the
But you said read Mr. Mercedes,
yeah,
right?
Mr. Mercedes. Then that's a trilogy.
And there
But
was a
is there a
certain
little-
point. I got to a certain point in that, and I couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
I just appreciate him from afar.
Yeah,
And
and
I'll
then
watch
there's
his
the
movies.
series that's on Max, The Outsider, but it's also a book. And it's the problem with that is it's a good, kind of creepy, but the initial incident involves like the death of a child, and it's like
No.
gross. And I was like, dude.
Yeah, no, won't be able to handle it. I can't handle it. My favorite author is Isabel Allende. She is a Chilean author, and she's amazing. And I started reading her most recent book, and then I sort of put it down and haven't picked it back up. And I don't remember what it's called. But I guess the most recent thing that I finished was probably Lessons in Chemistry, which was also ended up being an Apple TV series, which I didn't watch because I know what
Brie
happens.
Larson.
Yeah, but I know what happens.
Oh, okay.
And I don't really want to watch the beginning of it, at least, because I know what happens. And I'm like,
Okay.
oh, I don't want to watch
Okay.
the first few episodes. But that one was pretty good. I liked
Okay.
that one. And then I also listened to All the Light We Cannot See, finally. Yeah.
Did you and Elliot finish that? You started watching it on Netflix, didn't you?
Yeah, we didn't finish it. No.
Yeah. Because that's, what's his face?
I was really...
Levy? Stephen Levy?
Oh, yeah, Sean Levy.
Sean Levy.
We did start watching it. She wasn't that into it, and I had just finished the book, and it is so, like, it is told in a completely different way, and so, like, the things that happen at the end of the book are happening at the beginning of the series, and there's, like, time jumps, and I was just like, nope, I'm not ready. It's too fresh.
Yeah.
Right? So,
it's like
I can't...
I finished reading The Martian, and then I went to it that night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh!
Yeah.
Because I love the book so much. And then the movie is always going to be lesser. I mean, I still love the movie.
Yeah. I just need to be farther removed from it to be able to appreciate a different telling of the story. But I was just like, oh, no, I just finished this.
I get it.
So, yeah.
Okay. There's some books, you guys. What's streaming? So we're watching The Last of Us. And
okay, so we're going to talk about episode 2. And if you haven't seen episode 2, you need to pause right now. When after you watch it, you can come back.
Yeah.
Because it's been a week.
It's been a week.
Since we saw it.
And it's based verbatim off of the video game. So spoilers have been out there since the beginning.
Yeah.
But, wow, what a shocking show.
They killed Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Joel. And I was like, well, how's she going to save him? And
I know.
He's going to, like, stand up and fight. And I was like,
wait a second.
Oh my God,
is that lethal?
Killed him. She just stabbed him in the ear. I think he's dead. Well, and Elliot had a spoiler. She knew that he was going to die and that it involved golf clubs. Uh-huh. And so there's a scene that I'm sure was put together for everyone who knows what's going to happen. Uh-huh. Because it's, I don't know the character's name.
Abby?
Abby, who comes to kill him out of revenge, right? There's like a pan away and then a zoom in to the golf clubs. And, everyone who knew what was going to happen just lost their absolute...
I know.
And Elliot went, I didn't notice her. If you played the game,
you would know that it was happening now anyway, because there was the group comes to town, and I think it's... Yeah,
they immediately kill him.
Yeah.
But Elliot, I didn't notice her because I was like way too engrossed in the show. And she said she just was like, oh my God!
I know.
It's happening.
You were joking that it was like Red Wedding levels.
Yeah, Red Wedding. I haven't seen any videos, though, of like people who know what's going to happen recording people who don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because Red Wedding was good.
Yeah.
In the Game of Thrones.
Yep. The other part of the story was all those hibernating zombies.
Oh my God. We're screaming.
I know.
You and I.
Oh my God, they're so fast. So they're going through the chain link fence. And
Amy's upstairs like, what? We're like, don't come down here. You can't come down here right now.
And then, of course, she comes down when he's flame throwing the...
the bloater.
The bloater.
Yeah, we were like, you can see that.
Whatever.
You can see flame flowing.
Anyway, very intense. And so now there's, of course, all these interviews after. And it was so funny. It was one... Before it had happened, clearly, someone was interviewing Pedro, and they go, do you think that you'll ever have a death scene that is quite as intense as Oberyn or from Game of Thrones? And he goes, maybe, probably.
Right.
He was like not giving it away, but it was like, dude, you just wait.
And side note, I've never actually watched that death scene because I knew what happened because I read the books. But I knew what was going to happen, and I think that I plugged my ears and closed my eyes, or else literally walked out of the room.
I can see it in my head still to this day. It is so awful of just thumbs.
Nope, I've seen it. I've seen it in my mind, and I know whatever they're going to show on TV is way worse than what I pictured. Yep. That's always how it works.
So bad. Yep. Anyway, then it's like, them talking about the series going forward. It's like, did they not know that this should have been the finale, right? They're like, oh no, it gets so much worse.
I know.
Great.
What are we in for? Why am I invested in this?
Yeah.
Now? Oh my God. No, I'm excited though, and I have to say that like, it's so funny. I love the clickers, right? Mm-hmm. The guy, because it's so cool. They're so cool looking. They're like have this fungus growing out of them, and they're just crazy and crazed and running and
smart now.
One smart one. There's at least one smart one.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was just like, I love it when they have the clickers in the show because I like to see what their weird heads have done.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fun season. We started watching Andor. I got to say, I watched the recap of season 1. We both did. And that was a 14-minute long recap. Still not really sure what the show's about.
No idea what's going on.
I know what it's about. Like, he killed somebody. He's on the run. He's joining up with people who are ultimately going to steal the Death Star plans, right? But it's like the journey to the movie, but there's just, basic Star Wars stuff. There's got to be something with the Senate. There's got to be a little deception. There's the good and the bad and things. And anyway, I really enjoy watching it. I like sitting down and watching it. Most of the time I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. I can't really latch on to the details. So I can tell you there's an arranged marriage happening.
Yep.
I can tell you that Cassian stole like a beta test of a new
TIE fighter.
TIE fighter.
Yeah.
And his friends are farming. They're hiding.
Yep. There you go. Oh, and the Empire is going to mine this planet.
Nope, that's too specific.
Okay.
I don't have that.
But they have to figure out how to
the Empire is hatching an evil plan.
Yes.
That's the level. That's the high level understanding I have.
I think that's all you need to know.
No, but then I get really bored because I'm like, I don't know what they're saying.
I know.
I don't know what they're saying. It is mostly made up words.
I am mostly just looking forward to Alan Tudyk coming back into the show.
Just there for Ellen Tudyk.
So I think we have to wait till at least episode 4 because he's in. It
yeah.
says he's in 9 of them, and there are 12.
Okay.
So.
Well, and there are 3 episodes out right now. We've only watched 1.
I don't have time to binge 3 in a week. And we're gonna be like 5 behind next week.
This is a really timely podcast that we do, guys.
Look, we started
parents' version of pop culture.
We started watching The Studio. I would like to finish watching The Studio. That's happening right now. We're like 4 behind on that. We're trying to catch up. Righteous Gemstones is season 4.
We're never gonna catch up.
The final season. We're not gonna catch up to that before it's over. We are on episode 6 of that season 1. So hey,
Righteous Gemstones.
If you're watching along at home and have never seen Righteous Gemstones, maybe we'll mention it again when we get to season 2.
You have time to catch up to episode 6 with us.
Catch up to us. There are other shows that we watched most of Fallout and we stopped.
Oh,
but we
I did not like Fallout though.
But we watched a lot. Oh,
I did not
we watched
like it.
6. I'm gonna finish watching it.
Go for it. You finish it without me.
And what is something else we watched several of, and then we stopped?
So many things. There's so many.
But you and I normally watch the first one or first 2, and we're like, okay, no, this is not for me. But sometimes we watch like the whole first season. Like, I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
So I can't. But it's been a while since that happened, so I can't really remember. But
I don't know.
Anyway, what is coming out soon? Or there was a trailer this week for Wednesday.
I love that friggin' show.
Yeah, and we do let Emily watch that, and it looks a little darker this time. But hey, she's gonna watch Stranger Things this summer.
Yeah,
so
no, it's family must see TV.
Yeah,
Wednesday is.
So we'll watch that.
We just love it.
That teaser was really funny. I laughed so hard the first time I saw it, and she's going through security and taking on all that stuff.
All of the weapons, but she gets dinged for the lotion.
Yeah. So that starts in August. And then Wrexham, season 4. Speaking of soccer, men's soccer,
There's
Welsh men's soccer, that comes back on FX Hulu on May 15th. And I do like that show.
Yep.
But really Ryan and Rob are so genuine about loving that town and the soccer.
And they're not in it that much, which is nice, actually. I like that they're not in it that much. Yeah. They show up occasionally. Yeah. But they're not.
Well, or they'll do some sort of like cutaways or narration and stuff. But
it's not like their story to tell, almost. It's like the story of Wrexham. I like it. I think they're doing justice to it.
the problem is that then you become a fan of the team. So then you follow the team on social media, and it's like a year ahead of the show.
Right.
So you're like, oh no,
You know
I'm
what
like,
happened.
oh, I don't want spoilers. So now I randomly get we won a game, but I don't know what game it was. So
I know.
that's okay. But I want to talk about Murderbot, which we just watched the trailer for, and I want to know what you thought of it.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah.
That's that guy. I don't know. The trailer didn't really hit the spot for me. I know it's supposed to be like quirky and he goes rogue and I might like it. Okay. I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about robots.
That's right. I forgot you hate robots.
I have a weird
Did you
thing.
like the Wild Robot?
Yeah. I am dead on the inside when it comes to robots. You know why? They're just wires and electricity.
God, yeah, ChatGPT is your best friend.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
a robot.
love it.
Yeah.
Although it did say something really encouraging to me today, so that was nice.
Oh,
We were
okay.
working on a 5-year plan for my job because I'm supposed
Yeah.
to come up with goals.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. So I told it what I wanted to do and how life was going right now, and like maybe we could put this off, but how can I work toward it? And it was like that sounds like a really good healthy balance. I was like, thank you.
Thank you, robot.
Thanks, robot. But no, like Westworld.
Yeah.
I had no. There was
I know,
just I had
you
no skin in the
hated
game.
Westworld.
I hated that show because I don't care about
Yep.
the robots.
Yep, I know. Okay.
There's something inside. My brain is broken.
Well, I thought Murderbot looked pretty funny. It's about these robots who are helper robots or security robots, and then this one somehow number 5, I'm alive,
Yeah.
and rewires itself to basically watch TV and whatever. It goes on this mission, but then it does end up having to help save its humans. But they
Yeah.
find out that it calls itself Murderbot, and then they freak out.
It seems funny though,
Yeah.
and I would definitely give it a try.
Okay.
Like, and it might just be funny that this robot has created this identity for itself, and that may be funny enough. Like, if I don't have
Yeah.
to feel sorry for the robot. Just,
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh, God, I hope someday
I don't care.
in the next 20 years, robots become a little more mainstream, and then we get one, and then you're just mean to it.
And then I'm
all
just
the time.
totally mean to it.
We get a house robot, and you're like, and we're going to call it Vicky 9.0, and it's going to be vacuuming the room. And
Yep.
you're going to yell at it. All right.
I'm indifferent to it.
Murderbot is on Apple TV Plus and starts. It's a series. Comes out on May 16th. We'll be right back. Okay, we left, but now we're coming back because in the break, Anna was talking about how she likes Wall-E.
I love Wall-E.
Okay, do you like Eve?
Yeah,
She's more like a murder bot.
but they're not like robots gone rogue necessarily. I don't know. It's not like all of a sudden a robot is self-aware.
What about
it's
Short
like,
Circuit?
That's their yeah. Number 5 is alive.
Do you like Short Circuit?
I couldn't tell you. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid.
Do you like Steve Gutenberg?
Yes, Ali
Okay.
Sheedy,
Okay.
100%. Astoria, Oregon.
Amity needs to watch Short Circuit, I think. I don't know if it holds up. But anyway, Wall-E and Eva,
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah.
You have a boot on your wall, right?
Yeah,
there.
with the
That was the most
growing out of it.
prized
of that.
thing that we found at Disneyland that trip.
Yeah. I saw people walking around Pixar Pier with this stuffy
animal, yeah.
boot with a little plant growing out of it, and I was like, I must have it.
Must have.
And we found out how to get it. You have
had
to go
to.
play the games.
Got to go play the games on, and if the winner out of 4 gets to pick the prize. So if
Your family
there's
of 4
in your group, you can
you're
pretty
gonna win
much
something.
get whatever you want.
Yeah, I believe I actually won though
Yeah,
to get that boot.
You did.
It is my boot.
Yeah, we all have a bunch of random things that we've won over there. But now we're really going to be right back.
Culture fun time.
This episode is sponsored by Hangry Candle Company, the candle brand for people who feel things, mostly hunger. Whether you're stressed, snacky, or just one minor inconvenience away from a full-blown meltdown, Hangry Candle Company has a scent for that. Every candle smells like something delicious and comes with just the right amount of attitude. Check out all the hangry goodness at hangrycandles.com and use code Seacrest for a sweet little discount. Hangry Candle Company. Let your home smell how you feel.
Almost live, local, and late breaking. From your hokey-ass news leader, this is Hometown News. Coming to you live from the Delta Park Project Studios. Here are Jason and Anna.
All right, it's time for Hometown News. Real things that happen in our hometown of Kalispell, Montana. This is all animal themed this week, you guys. A cat darted into a neighbor's yard and the neighbor refused to let the owner retrieve it. Authorities decided the cat would remain there until it chooses to return home. A woman was seen repeatedly pushing her face into the ground. Turns out she was trying to revive a frozen squirrel with warm breath and sheer determination.
Oh.
And weirdly, now there's a hantavirus outbreak. No.
Yeah.
A frozen
Clark Pickens
squirrel.
loves that story, though.
Oh my God. Okay.
But did she revive it?
It was frozen.
It was
I don't
frozen.
think
She
so.
was just defrosting it with her face.
Defrosting it. A man reported a bear lurking in a parking lot. He couldn't see it, but insisted he could smell it. And that was enough for him.
Do you agree that you could probably smell a bear?
What does a bear smell like?
Just rancid meat. Just like there's rotting flesh in their teeth, and it smells like Bigfoot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's just Bigfoot. Could be.
Bigfoot is in the parking lot.
Yeah.
To express his displeasure at the neighbor's chickens, a man sprayed bear spray across the backyard at the chicken coop.
Yeah.
And a man was chasing some geese on foot, but after failing to catch them, he got in his car and tried to run them over. Dude, I can identify with that.
But what was he going to... So,
he just wanted them dead.
but what was he going to catch them with his hands and to choke them out?
Right?
I want to grab myself a goose.
That was some serious rage there.
Goose choking.
Listen, if the geese come onto your property and poop, it ruins your ability to enjoy your yard.
Right. I have a dog, I know.
Yeah, that's way bigger of a
But
deal.
I also have a child whose job it is to remove said
the poop. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I'm not advocating for the running over of geese. I'm just saying I get it. But also, I don't think I've ever felt that incensed.
No, but that is fun on the beach to run at the seagulls.
Yes.
Well, because A, no one likes seagulls, but B, to watch
Never
them
get 'em.
fly like that. And you can't catch them. Well, if you could catch one, that one probably deserve to be caught. But just
And then you just let it go. It's
Yeah.
not like you're going to eat
I
it.
don't want one. So, all right. Thanks, Anna.
Getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again. Playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the
And we're back, and guess what? We have someone to play a game with us.
Oh, yeah,
this
I know.
week.
I know.
It's so exciting.
I know.
So we played the game earlier in the day, and now you guys get to hear what happened. We're not going to spoil it for you. Okay, guys, it's finally happened. Someone has decided they want to play with us on the show. Longtime listener, first-time caller, Maggie from Virginia. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Jason. Hi, Anna.
Hello.
We're super excited to talk to you. Actually, we interact on the social media quite a bit, but we never really talked to each other. So
that's true.
this is kind of fun.
In a long time. I was trying to think. I mean, I know I was listening to you guys before Elliot was born, so she's not allowed to go to college. This is not allowed.
I know. Elliot ruined everything. I mean, I love her, but kids.
No, she
Yes.
changed
She
everything.
changed everything.
Changed everything. There we go. Yeah.
So before we get started with the game, we like to ask, or we're planning on asking future callers as well, what your top 4 letterboxd are, or just your top movies, just so we can get an idea of what kind of movies you like.
All right. My top 4 would be Casablanca, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Muppet Christmas Carol, and I gotta say Wicked. Wicked has moved up there.
Oh.
I love Wicked.
It's so good. Yep.
So
It's
good.
so good.
Those are great. Those are
Yeah, that's
very.
really diverse, and I love it.
I know. I like to keep mine weird too, or not weird, but like everything everywhere all at once and Three Amigos both have to be in there. So
Yeah.
today's game is called Chain Reaction. This is a game where one of us will start, we'll name an actor, and then the next person will have to name a movie the actor's in, and then the next person will have to name a different actor from that movie, and we'll just keep going in a circle until
Movie.
we crash out and can't name any more actors. Now, Maggie, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're old and our memories are broken, so we're probably going to fail quickly.
I feel like this is like a version of. Do you remember the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, it is a
thing?
little bit.
Yes.
It
Yes.
sort of feels like that. And also it feels more accessible to play with our kids, but we usually do hit a dead end with them because we'll name someone or some movie and they'll just look at us with blank stares.
They're like, Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll start, then we'll go to Maggie since she's between us.
Okay.
And then Anna, and then back to me. We'll do best of 3 to see who wins. I don't really care who wins, although I want to win. So here we go. Edward Norton.
The Incredible Hulk.
Jennifer Connelly.
That movie. The one that Palmer produced.
See, this is how broken
No,
our
it's
dreams are.
it's the one.
The Dreams movie.
Oh,
Requiem.
Yeah. Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream.
Thanks, Maggie. It's Requiem for a Dream.
Sorry, I'm used to yelling at you on the podcast.
That's-
That's what
Yeah.
everyone does, right? When they
Yep.
listen to this.
You're wrong. You
Um,
idiots.
Ellen Burstyn.
Oh God, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I've seen her,
That's my Ellen Burstyn
but I
movie.
get her confused with Diane Wiest,
Oh yeah,
and so I would go Father of the Bride, but that's wrong.
that is wrong.
That's wrong.
Oh, okay. 1 point to Maggie.
Ellen Burstyn.
Can you name another
So-
Ellen Burstyn movie?
Hand That Rocks Cradle? No, wrong person again.
Exorcist,
Oh yeah, Exorcist.
or which I can't tell you who else is an Exorcist.
Right, I was
And the
gonna
other
say,
one,
that would still be a dead end.
That would have then it would have
Then
been
it
a
would
point
have
to
been your
Anna.
dead end. Yep.
and then the other one would be Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen that.
I read
Really?
that.
Why not, Jason?
I read
I
that
don't know.
so many years ago.
I'm more of a traveling pants kind of guy.
You're that sisterhood.
You're the
Got
sister.
it.
All right, Anna, you lost. You get to start the next round.
Well, I'm gonna go with something like a little easier. I think I'm gonna start with the actor Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. I could go Castaway and screw you all, but I'll say
Helen Hunt's in it.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Robin Wright.
The Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm. Mandy Patinkin.
Oh,
Shoot.
tons of stuff. No idea.
Yeah, you picked like one of the ones that I don't think I can
You
come up
wanted
with someone
Carrie
from that
Ellis,
one.
didn't you?
Yeah. Well, what else? I think I'm gonna fail on this one because I cannot. I know he's been in something. Does Sunday in the Park with George count? That's Broadway more than?
Yeah, it's got to be a movie. I don't know if I can think of another one off the top of my head though.
And how do we know him so well? That's
Well,
weird.
Princess Bride.
Right?
I mean, he only has the most famous line in that. But
And he was on a TV show. I think I can't think of the show name at the moment. But
okay, point to me. Maggie gets to start. We're gonna tie, aren't we?
Yeah, this would be great.
this would be pretty funny. Okay. I'm gonna go with Michael Caine.
Ooh, okay. Well, Misery. There's really only one other person in that movie. You can't think of her name.
I know her name. It's Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates.
About Schmidt.
Oh, well, that's Steve Carell, right?
No.
I think it's Jack Nicholson is who you're thinking of, but
Oh, Schmidt.
Yeah. Jack
that's the movie where Kathy Bates and Jack Nicholson are naked in the hot tub.
Oh,
but I've really only seen the trailer for it. I think, or maybe I saw it when I worked at the movies.
Yeah.
You're thinking of
Dinner for schmuck.
same. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Wait. Okay, are we talking about Schmidt? Well,
Isn't that where he has the anger issues and that?
No, that's a different
Oh.
one. He's got a
that's
different
anger
one. That's that one.
management.
No, that's a different one.
No, anger management might be Robert De Niro.
Or is that Adam Sandler in that with him?
Yeah, that might be Adam Sandler in that.
Wait, but the movie is about Schmidt, and I unfortunately am at a dead end.
I gave you Jack, but
you did. We could cheat.
I shouldn't have said it out loud.
Okay, well, Jack Nicholson then. Let's keep this game going.
Phoned a friend.
Let's keep it going.
Well, I could end it with
Don't end it.
I won't. Let's see.
Yeah, don't end it. Come on.
Ultimately, I deserve to lose.
Which Batman movie was he in? I can't remember the title.
Returns. Returns,
Batman
I'm pretty sure.
Returns, where he played the Joker in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, good one. What lies beneath?
Ooh.
Harrison Ford.
Good. Good job.
Star Wars.
The first one?
Yes. A New Hope.
Star Wars.
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
Not the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to go with Carrie Fisher.
Postcards from the Edge.
What is that one?
No, that's not the one. That's not the one with Bette Midler. Shirley MacLaine?
Yep.
Nice.
That's it.
Very nice.
Now we give Anna Shirley MacLaine.
Endearment. Good luck.
Uh
There's a man in that movie.
Point for Anna. All tied.
Who's the husband or the dad in that movie?
I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, hey, good game. Maggie, thanks so much for playing with us. And we're sending you the very first Seacrest Out candle, and I'm very excited about that. It smells like butterbeer. There's that beeping again.
There's that beeping again.
I think we're done. So I'm gonna stop recording. There you go. That was fun. Huh?
You know what? That was so great because it felt like catching up with an old friend.
I know.
And because it's been so many years, but a lot of us are still connected on social media.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, it's
I know.
you. Hi.
I like we had never really talked. I don't think I've ever talked to Maggie before, but we've interacted so much on social media that I feel like I know her.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, you do a little bit.
Yeah, I do. So anyway, that was a blast. Hopefully that maybe enticed someone else.
Yeah,
should we call people out like Fred or Chris or
Bob
Brent,
and
Jason and Bob, Eric? There's a lot of you out there. Oh, there's Robin and Cynthia. So we've had friends on Facebook now for 20 years because of the old podcast. So reach out. Maggie DM'd me, but you can email me, jason@morleystudios.com. Call the voicemail line, 888-240-9031, and say, reach out, and we will, usually on a Friday or a Saturday, we'll reach out and play a game.
Also, I know your sister's listening.
Yeah.
She could call him.
Or Lee.
Yeah.
You could play Lee. Yeah. Ginger's going to be in town.
Ooh.
So we could play in the
live
studio.
In person.
Yeah. Anyway, it was so much fun, and we're sending out the first candle, and so I'm super excited about that. But anyway, hope it was fun to listen to.
Down in the deep where the jellyfish glow, Ariel and Blobber put on a show. Mysteries bubble, crimes come unwrapped. They follow the clues, no case left untapped. Underwater sleuths, they're weird and wise, cracking the case with their fishy allies. Longing for land where the humans play, but justice comes first, undersea all day. With flounder and scuttle flapping in tow, They foil Sebastian wherever they go. Globber's a blob with detective finesse, solving sea crimes in serious mess. A trail of seaweed, a shadowy reef, a secret hideout, a sneaky thief. Triton grumbles not again, but Ariel and Globber always win. Underwaters loose, they're bold and bright, chasing bad guys left and right. They dream of legs and life above, but down in the deep, they lead with love. Trail of seaweed, a shadowy reef, a secret hideout, a sneaky thief. Triton grumbles not again, but Ariel and Globber always win. Underwater sleuths, they're bold and bright, chasing bad guys left and right. They dream of legs and a life above, but down in the deep, they lead with love. They dream of legs and life above, look down in maps, but down in the deep, they lead with love. Sebastian schemes with royal flair, but our heroes are always one step there. Through whirlpools wild and treasure maps torn, they solve the case before the dawn.
Oh, Globber. That's everything for this time. I don't think I have anything else.
No.
We're going to go in and watch a movie. What do we have to watch?
Well, I wanted to
9
watch...
more Andors.
Right, but
Yeah.
I would... since Amity's super into softball right now, I was thinking we should try and watch A League of Their Own.
Oh, that'd be good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go watch that.
Mm-hmm. It's on Max, I believe.
Okay. Great. Let's do that. And we'll give you guys a review. Actually, I think I've seen that one a million times, more than 6 times too, because it was at the Strand.
Oh.
So,
okay.
There's no crying in baseball. Madonna, Tom Hanks, Gina Davis.
I know.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Actually, I'd like to watch it again now with the brain I have now instead of my high schooler brain, because I'll probably get more out of it. But
yeah, that'll be interesting, actually.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's all for this time. I'm Jason.
I'm Anna.
Seacrest out.
We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last, with pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Pop, 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 poppity pop, pop, poppity pop. We're guessing, laughing, catching a thrill. Give us a call, join in, you know.
Pop Culture Fun Time with Jason and Anna is produced by Morley Studios and is a Delta Park project. Theme music by Overwrought Music Therapist. For hot takes, questions, or pop culture rants, call the Pop Culture Fime hotline at 1-888-240-9031 or email jason@morleystudios.com. Visit popculturefuntime.com for episodes, show notes, and bonus nonsense. If you like the show, rate and review it wherever you get your podcasts. Your review might just get read on a future episode. Unless it's mean, then we'll just cry about it off mic. Subscribe, share, and tell a friend who thinks Three Amigos still holds up. Because it does. And remember, if you want to score the coveted Seacrest Out candle, you've got to play a game with us on the show. Reach out today and prepare to lose.
Games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last, with pop culture, fun, and a blast from the past. Hey, getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again, playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last, with pop culture, fun, and a blast from the past. Pop culture, fun, and a blast from the past. Oh, we're guessing, laughing, catching a thrill. Give us a call, join in, you know the drill. Grab a snack, take a seat, don't hesitate. It's pop culture fun, don't be late. The good times only end when we shall see crest out. Pop culture fun time, that's what it's all about. See crest out. See crest out. Hey, pass the Oreos!